Okay, here we go. I can get a little long-winded, so I'm gonna kind of talk quick so I can get to the crux of the story. This tale comes from the late 1900s. Does it sound funny to say that? 1989 to be exact. I was in the band at Alabama State University. Um, the band wasn't a joke back then. We got to the campus a couple of weeks before any of the students got there. When we got to the practice field, we were looking like, wait a minute, what the hell are y'all doing here? This When they gonna cut this grass? This grass is 2, 3 feet high. He said we don't cut the grass out here. You're gonna march it down. Just to give you an idea. Well, Mr. Davis, Danny Davis, passed out a horrible rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, which we played at the first game, and it was so bad that even the dean said something about it. So the very next practice, he passed out one of the greatest renditions of the Star Spangled Banner, John Philip Sousa's rendition, and Clifford Mack, Timothy Stallworth, John King, Terry Wiggins, y'all can attest. We had the conductor part with the fanfare in it. And I want you to understand, this is the Star Spangled Banner, but this fanfare is so good for the trumpet. You ain't never seen nobody rock out to the Star Spangled Banner like he did that shit. They ain't doing. I've been playing this for 4 years. Tim looked at me when we were sitting in the band room and was like, don't do it. Man, you know I gotta do it. Don't do it. So Mr. Talbot brings up the band. We're starting to play. This is the first time we're running through this music, so he's expecting a few mistakes. He's running through it. We get to the fanfare part. I'm killing it. Yeah, and he stops the band in the middle of my fanfare. And because I guess I'm an asshole, I got to finish this fanfare. Yeah, right out to the end. And the people in the band are like, yeah. Mr. Talbot is like, no, no. What are you doing? What do you want? You want a solo? Technically, if I'm the only person playing it, and there's a band around me, yes, I want a solo. So my answer was yes. That was the wrong answer. Mr. Talbot, Blaze, he gave me what we call the max. He gave me the Fred, a drum major. Fred was in such good shape. The max was designed to break your spirit. Whatever this is, we're going to punish you so hard with physical activity. This ain't even about hazing. With physical activity, we're going to punish you so hard, I bet you won't do that again. And so when he brought me in, I threw up twice. It was awful. He brought me in, and I was 180 pounds of chewed bubble gum. I wasn't worth nothing. And Mr. Talbot told me, don't you ever play that again. Yes, sir. Look, you got it. So the very next game, when we're in the stands, we have facing movements. Like whatever movement a person on your right makes, you instantly make. And that gives like a flash ripple effect straight down the line. So we had to keep our head on the swivel, but we had to pay attention. Like these guys in the band is watching the game and all that. Yeah, you could kind of watch the game, but you had to always be mindful of every movement because we were uniformed like that. I think DeAndre Webb was on one side of me and Cedric Young was on the other. And I tell them, hey, don't do what I do when we start playing the banner. Don't do shit I do. It's just me. It's just me. And they were like, man, what you talking about? Don't do it, whatever. We get into the Star Spangled Banner. The band is playing the banner. Everybody's standing up. When it gets to that fanfare part, I step up on the bench in front of me. I'm fully aware that Monkey Man, and Stretch are going to beat the hell out of me later on for doing this. I get it. consequences, but I gotta do it. I get up on this bench and we run into this fanfare, and you can literally see people, kind of standing like this. And when I start this fanfare, you see heads start to turn like, wait a minute, who's playing that? What is that? What is that? Now it's a whole riff, and they get down at the end, and hang on, I just want to give you just a little bit. This the note I'm talking about. Bomb. It's so nasty. But we get to that part, and when I take that note up, that's almost the range of a trumpet, if not the range. When I take that note up, Danny Davis holds that note for a long time, because you hear how good that sounds. That's just piercing. It sounds great. He holds that note. I can feel my lips split and the blood flowing in my horn, but I'm holding it for all I got. He cuts it off. Then we go into the last run of the Star Spangled Banner, and he gives me a nod with the baton, and people are cheering and yelling. And it's like, shit. Yeah, I stepped down. It was so good that the upperclassmen didn't even fuck me up after that. Now, I think they were going to do something at the game. They was like, man, you got to go to the bathroom? Nope. I'm not leaving the full view of the public. Well, you can't hold it all day. Yeah, you got me messed up. My daddy was a truck driver. I learned how to hold my water a long time ago. You're going to use the bathroom. You're going to get a whooping while you're doing it. You better hold it. So, all that's done. By the way, while I'm playing this, I can look at Dr. Talbert, the one who told me never to play it again. He is wishing death upon me. I see the Grim Reaper in this man's eyes, but he's looking at me like I told us not to play, and he gonna play it in and stand up. But it was so good. Come on, bro, you gotta let me have that. So the next practice we have, Danny Davis comes over and no, I'm in the band room, and drum major comes and says, hey, Prop Davis want to see you in his office. And if you were in the band, you come out of the band room, take that right, there's his office right there, and it's a rather large office. So I walk in, Danny Davis sitting at his desk, and, I'm finna get my praise, and he was like, man, that was so good. Plus, he got him out of trouble with the dean. He came back in a major way. Not only did I come back with a great rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, I gave you a little funk in there too. So he was like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting praised for this. And he was like, I don't remember passing that part out. I said, no, sir, I've been playing that for 4 years in high school. Yeah, I already got that committed to memory. He said, who told you to play that? Nobody told me to play it. He said, did anybody tell you not to play it? A door closed like this was a bad drug deal. I looked back. Mr. Talbot was standing behind the door. So when I walked in, I didn't even see him. So when he asked me, did anybody tell you not to play that? Talbot closed the door. Boom. I looked back. See, this is the part where you expect me to lie, Prop. But I'm not going to lie. Because that's what you expect me to do. I'm not going to do that. Normally, at this point, I would pretty much want credit for telling you the truth when I have no choice but to tell you the truth. But it seems like that's not an option either. Please, Mercy, please don't make me run no more. Please. Please, I'm just begging for mercy. I was wrong. Mr. Talbot told me not to play it. Please don't make them run me no more. So he told me to calm down. He said, no. He said, Dr. Talbot told you not to play that. Yes, sir. But you played it anyway. Yes, sir. He said, well, it sounded great. He said, but I gotta back my directors up. When they tell you not to do something and you do it anyway. I can't have that. So what I'm gonna do is you play that anytime you feel like it. You have my permission to play that anytime you feel like it. But the first time you mess it up, I'm gonna cancel your scholarship. Huh? Which puts me in a bad situation now because I can't tell my mom I got kicked out of school because I'm an asshole. So sometimes we'll be in the stands and I know people will be expecting. I'm nope. Don't feel like it today. Until I feel like it, I'm not gonna play it. So, which I think made it kind of better because sometimes I play it, sometimes I didn't. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. We learned a lot of things. I got some more band stories coming along, but hope you enjoyed it. This is just my life.